Samuel's posted on YouTube here, when working on hip hinges, should I prioritize weight over range first? Thank you for everything. I spent to say, well, thanks. Nice comment. Thank you, Samuel. Very, very good question. You have to make it tailored to you. And this is the great thing, right? Because people always ask, how do I make my back rehab? I need something tailored to me specifically. It's like, yeah, you do, but you don't need different exercises. This is an exact example of what we talk about in the program with regards to tailoring your rehab to you. Samuel needs to ask himself the question, what is your current competent range of motion, right? So as example, let's just say a good or normal or healthy range of motion on a hip hinge might be that we can get it more than I am, right? I have a limitation of range of motion. Right? If I could get myself over more, I've got maybe room to get what we might say maybe 25 to 30% more range on my particular hip hinge. Now Samuel might be stuck here, so maybe he's got 50, 60% more range of room for improvement in the range of motion of the hip hinge. So that's one thing, that's flexibility, right? What's the load? Well, I can hip hinge effortlessly. I haven't tested recently because of my knee, but I can hip hinge effortlessly. I know I did 90 kilos a couple of weeks ago with a torn meniscus for 10 reps, 5 sets, because I was filming some of the phase 4 stuff for you guys. So I know I can do that at the very least, right? I could probably do a good bit more. So for me, I've reached an appropriate level. We talk about 100% spinal loading being the long-term target, not that you guys need to do that now. So I really need to work a bit more on my flexibility, which is something that I'm working on. But for Samuel, he might be only using 10 kilos. Right, for his hip hinges right now. So although he's got room for maybe 50% more improvement in his depth, he's got room for like 400, 500, 600, 700% improvement in his load bearing capacity because he's only doing 10 kilos and he weighs 80. And so that's what we mean by tailoring it to the individual. You get a lot of more flexible individuals who have reasonably good range of motion. They're going lower than I was, but they're doing it with a 5 kilo weight. So that individual, what are they lacking more? Well, they've got appropriate levels of flexibility. We can evaluate flexibility very effectively, and often the most flexible are the ones that say they feel the most tight, which is a thing that maybe I'll go down that can of worms or that rabbit hole if it's appropriate. But Samuel, it really depends on what your current level of loading is versus that flexibility, and what room for improvement have you got in each of those parameters.